Hey guys, welcome back to Tauntaun's Tactics. We are back. It's been a minute since an upload. Recognize that. It's been kind of a crazy time. But that's okay, we're back now and we are moving forward. So we've been doing a lot of stuff on single man CQB, looking at those sort of individual skills, dynamic entries, limited penetration, attacking corners, peeking corners, lots of different sort of techniques, strategies, running the rabbit. We even included that in one of our campaign missions that we did. So lots of tips and tricks and strategies that we've come across along the way. We're moving on now though to two-man tactics. So two-man CQB, and what better place to start than with Mike Glover and Kevin Owens' Fieldcraft Survival video on exactly that. So that's what we're doing. We've got our two operators up here. We're going to be doing this on a campaign mission. Just thought we'd try something, right? And see how we go. We do have a sniper support element, which we're just going to move out of the way. We're not going to rely on that at all. As for loadouts, we've got an MP5, which we won't be using. It's just light, so it gives us sort of the feel of only having a pistol. We're not running body armor, and no party favors, so just the pistol. And we're running the Glock 22 for this one. The Glock 22 is a pretty good one. Pretty good all-round pistol in-game. The 1911's got probably be a little bit better for this, but trying to stay true to the video. We were looking at a, striker-fired high-capacity pistol, I do believe, in the video. So let's stick to that, as opposed to, the SIG or Beretta. That's okay. Let's get into it. First things first, we've got some decisions to make. Let's get rid of that sniper. Let's let these guys transition to pistol. And here's where decision-making comes in. First things first, we know we're going to push up and open the door. That's a given. So we're going to open that up, do that on alpha. We're going to get Lupin to come in, transition to the door, get a good angle. So this stuff is pretty straightforward. Very straightforward. There's a little bit of standoff there. Where the decision making comes in is what we do next. So as a two-man CQB, obviously, looking at two-man tactics, we want to stay as a two-man. Looking at this floor plan, quite honestly, I don't think we're going to get to two-man tactics properly until the end here. Sort of this main bedroom, actually. We'll open this door, two-man tactics into this center fed room. The reason why we're going to split up is I'm going to want to maintain security down this hallway, and then use one man to clear through here. I don't think committing to this as a two-man and then forfeiting domination on this hallway is a good move. Nor do I think moving into this hallway and then attacking two-man from here with our backs to these doors is particularly smart, especially considering they could flow out here and flank us. Don't want that at all. So we are going to split. We'll regroup here. Obviously in game, because of how we play it, the style of this game, we know exactly where these two operators are. I won't let the two operators link back up until it's going to go that way and then take security. Yeah, so until Lupin gets visual contact with Moose again. So Moose will clear through here, pop up in the doorway, Lupin will recognize that, then they can move forward and link up. Alrighty, so trying to keep it a little bit realistic for you in that sense. Now, downsides. Obviously, end of the hallway is a veteran insurgent with an AKS. Don't love that, because we're just running Glocks. Everyone else has got AKs. And we can pretty well assume that there's going to be AKs all throughout here. We may have a pistol insurgent. I hope to God we don't have a suicide bomber. I don't believe we do this early in the campaign, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've done it. But without further ado, let's just get into it. So, first things first. Let's give that alpha command, open the door, and see how we develop. Great entry. Good angles, great cross cover. That's awesome. Let's let it develop, see what changes. We've got movement down here. We heard a door open. Let's give that another second, see if anyone comes down the hallway. Negative. Okay, let's attack this. So first things first, we want Moose to cross. Let's do that. So we're going to change it up a little bit. It'll be Moose in here. Then once that's all clear, he can come here. Let him get a head start, and then we can draw. So we're going to check this. We've got obstacles here. We know in-game they can't be on top of or under tables, but real world would check it, so let's do that. And then we're going to focus back down here. We check, good entry. Now we're going to want to pie this off. Do we want to pie this off together? How do we want to do that? We could do a run the rabbit. I mean, this is kind of breaking away a little bit from Mike's Fieldcraft Survival video, but given the situation, let's see what we can do. Let's get him to there and hold that, so we know that angle there is just out of visual. We're going to get him to sprint. As soon as he's out of danger, focus on that door. Let's see what happens here. And we'll get him to move on Alpha. Okay. Interesting one. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Sprint. And nice. Yes. Very clean. Alright, now we've got domination on that hallway. We can see which door is open. And we've got Loop in here ready to commence single man CQB as soon as I can actually get on that. There we go. As soon as he's done that. Transition away and pie. Awesome. Transition out. Check this corner. And come in. Good. Once we get here, how far back into this corner can we get? Because I don't want to be overexposed here. Let's do that. Okay. Focus on that apex. We're maintaining domination through this hallway. Push back very, very slowly. Let's zoom in, see how much we can do. We're going to get him to hold at sort of key points so that he's not overexposing, which tends to happen considerably. Trying to increase standoff where we can as well. And then at this point, the room should be fairly clear. So let's see how that goes. There's one. Flying slowly. There's another one we took around. Damn it. It's the problem with not having plates. Body armor, guys. Who knew? Who knew body armor is a good thing? I'm going to do this because we know we're secure back here. Check this corner. Again, obstacle in-game. Not going to do anything. Real world, we'd check it, so let's do it. Open that. And get visual down this hallway. And we've made visual contact here, so we can move up. Now, personally, I would like to clear this bathroom before we go into the main bedroom. But we have an open threshold, so we're going to attack the open threshold first. Not strictly speaking comfortable with that idea, but that's okay. Let's just check. That door is definitely shut. Okay. So we're going to focus here. Come across. There we go. And then once we're in position, let's attack this corner. Quite a long corridor, so we're going to transition at the last second. Let's get that in and push in our number 2 man. Now, number 2, should have had him a little bit closer. That's okay. Number 1 man is never wrong, so we always go in the opposite direction of the number 1, but looking at the layout of this room, we've got no choice but for both operators to go right initially. You'll see here that Moose is obviously breaking off to the left when he can around this bed. Probably would have just jumped on the bed, to be honest, but can't do that. So, that's okay. And then from here, we're going to focus on this cupboard. Let's see how this goes down. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now we've got an interesting situation. We have an unknown room down here. Could still be very well, could still be enemy. We know how we feel about bathrooms. Most likely there is still an enemy there. We have eyes on our HVT. We need to clear this cupboard, but we also need to maintain security on him. and maintain security on this door. How do we do that? Well, a little bit of luck. Hopefully we can keep eyes on him and pie this, and then regain security on here. And this is where it gets really dodgy, where you wish you had a third person. Now, can I push any closer without arresting him just yet? Okay, I'm pretty confident that that's done. So we're going to fall back a little bit. Need to go and arrest him. As soon as that starts and got eyes on that, we can transition here. There we go. Oh, and game's done. Okay, that means we did kill everyone. There was no one in that bathroom. Okay, let's have a quick look. Let's go back on what was a fairly clean run, given what we were doing. So, initial plan. Do we want to have the plan up? Yeah, let's have the plan up. Okay. So, initial entry was good. No, we don't want the plan up. Let's get rid of that. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Don't want all those drawings there. Okay. Initial plan was good. Initial entry was good. We had good cross cover. Had a door open. We wanted to let that develop because we heard, you know, using all of our senses, we picked up on that. Good dynamic entry. We recognized the threat. That was well done. I think we did that as best we could. We were still going to, we still took a round, but we were not overexposed. Come through here, gain visual contact, push up, link back up together. Try getting a little bit of cross cover. It gets very awkward doing that in game with these tight hallways. Cross over, tie that off, entry. Focus on that. Watch this guy. Try and clear a little bit more of the cupboard. Get Lupin back to do the arrest. And transition security. So we're maintaining that security as best we can. Got the HVT, we can then do the extraction from there. This angle here, what's going on? Yeah, this angle here, would have liked to have gotten that a little bit cleaner, but alas. I've just realized too, how did we know there was a guy there if we're not relying on the sniper support? Because clearly the sniper is what gave us eyes down that hallway. A little bit of broken logic there on me trying to keep it realistic. What we can assume though is that there was someone down that hallway because we heard the door. There we go, problem solved, fixed it, loophole covered. Genius. Okay, guys, but pretty clean run, pretty happy with that. We're going to keep going with one more video looking at this source video stuff as the two-man tactics. And then we're going to break up and do some different stuff. Alrighty, guys. Enjoy. Have a good day. I will catch you on the next one. Ton Tactics.